Hello, YouTube. I know it's been a while. I've been here and there buying things, collecting things, selling things. And I've wanted to do this video for a while, and now I'm going to since I have everything. I have a complete 778th Tanker Battalion impression. I'm probably going to make this maybe a 2-part video or 3-part, depending on how much I get done, but the second video will be what I have in here and here, and what I have in my pockets, what I would carry in my pockets, and so on and so forth. And if you're wondering, oh, why do I have a musette bag? Well, vehicle drivers, Jeeps, Recon, tankers, Greyhounds, M20s would all have, not everyone would have it, but they would have a musette bag instead of a haversack. They could put their clothes, supplies, food, and all their essential gear they would need because most of them would be living out of the vehicle, which would be a tank or a M20 or a Greyhound. So they're not like the basic infantry who moves around on foot most of the time, versus tankers and vehicle guys who would live out of the vehicle. It would basically be their home. So, yes. So let's start up here at the top. And if you're wondering why I'm not doing this in the basement where there's more light, it's kind of a mess down there because I've been preparing for an event coming up in a couple months, but I have to get everything done before then and take care of a few things. So, but at the top here I have a wool shirt, standard GI wool shirt. Every GI would have had one. At least Army, Air Corps, I think. The Marines and the Navy would have different stuff, but you have your standard shirt, your standard M37 wool trousers. Pretty simple, basic. Then you have your GI boxers, which everyone would have gotten during the war. Early war, like 40, 41, I've seen basic training where they have white boxers and white socks and a white tank top. But then once the war progressed, they started to go to green socks, green underwear, green tank tops, and so on. Then you have your musette bag, which would be loaded with extra clothes, supplies, whatever you need. Same thing with your lightweight gas mask bag. We'll go on in these in probably the third video, or maybe the second, depending on how long it takes me to do this. But I'm definitely not going to do it all in one day, because that would be too much. Next, you have your standard Jeep cap, or wool winter hat, or whatever the classification of it is, but it's mostly known called a Jeep cap. Keeps your head warm. Then you have your standard issue tanker jacket. I wear this a lot, and it's pretty warm, so. And I have a blank patch, which the 778th had. They didn't have, like, the second armored patch, or, for instance, like this one I have on my shelf where it's a 3 on it for 3rd armored. The 778th had a blank one. And you see some photos where soldiers actually sew a 778 in the top here so people would know who they are. But then I have my staff sergeant stripes because I'd be a vehicle commander of whatever I'd be commanding. And they'd also be issued a M3 shoulder holster instead of a pistol belt, because a pistol belt holster like that, because this would get caught in the way of you getting in and out, so they mostly use these sometimes. And this is not a real gun, this is a fake gun. It's a cheap, I don't know, 70s, 80s, like Denix gun they made back in the day that they don't make anymore, because they looked too realistic. but it serves its purpose. Moving on to the other side up here. These are M44 goggles. I mean, M44 eye shields. They are not what you think. Not the M44 goggles that are horrible to use for vehicles or whatever, but these are sometimes called Rommel goggles, but they're new old stock, so which is pretty nice. This is also fake, 100% fake. It's a Denix, an old run Denix carbine, so it's not a real gun, so it's a fake carbine with a real stock on it though. And I use this for displays and stuff, so if somebody were to take it, it's not like they'd have a real gun, it's like a fake one, so nothing would even happen. The barrel's plugged, it's all the way plugged. The internals are all fake. It only looks real on the outside. It just doesn't do anything. Just to let you know, it's all fake. Same with the fake pistol, which was actually pretty cheap, but that's a different story. Moving on, I have my pistol belt with a carbine pouch, because I have a carbine. First aid pouch, canteen cover. My canteen's being washed, but I have my canteen cup in there. Some events I usually put this on if I'm not doing tanker. If I do my Signal Corps events, I usually have a pistol on me because Signal Corps guys would have been issued pistols. So for now, if for tanker, this wouldn't be on here depending on what vehicle you're in. So you'd most likely get a shoulder holster. Flashlight, because why not? It wouldn't be on me at all times. It would be mounted in the vehicle. This would be for like nighttime to see things and whatnot. Next we have standard M1 helmet, front seam, swivel bail, Schluter, OD7 straps, 2-inch net, liner, standard liner. Then we have the, what is this? The tanker hood, or cold weather hood, if you go by the original specifications, but you would wear this under your tanker helmet or your regular M1 helmet to keep warm instead of if you didn't have a Jeep cap, for instance. And these are pretty warm. Down here we have standard gloves. Tankers would have gloves to keep warm in the winter, like do dirty work. And these are my double buckle boots. These are original, that I use for reenactments. And sometimes you see tankers with double buckles, sometimes you see them with rough outs with leggings or cap toes with leggings. Just depended on I don't know, it just depended on whenever you probably would have joined or whatever. So like early war you would have had leggings. These would have came out later, so but since I do a late war unit and impression, everything's late war. Then you have your standard tanker helmet with your Polaroids. And then, if I can button this. This stuff took me a while to get. Not the tanker helmet, but the comms stuff, which I'll go over. I have the tanker helmet headphones, which do work. I have tested them. They 100% work. Before an event, I usually polish up the contacts before I use them, so they actually work. This one took a while, thanks to a good friend. I forget what his YouTube channel name is, but I'll probably link it down below. But he got me the original push-to-talk that you would have with the throat microphone. It was still new old stock, still pliable, still in good condition. The leather's in good condition. Everything's working, which is I'm happy about, so thank you. And I will link your YouTube down below at the end of this, but then I just have my Polaroid lenses here, because obviously the Polaroids. And then I have my other hard-to-find extension cord, which you would use with the tanker helmet. Because if you're in a vehicle, and let's say the radio is down next to you or kind of far, you'd have a extension cord plugged into your tanker helmet. Kind of hard to do this with one hand, but this would plug in like this, and then you would plug this end into the communications in the radio, in the intercom system / radio. Then this would also get plugged into the intercom system for the push-to-talk, and this would be around your neck, and you would have the push-to-talk switch on your chest. Then this is what came in the mail today, which is kind of hard to find. It's the throat microphone, new old stock. I did open it to look at it. Comes with the neck band, the original manual of how to use it, and the original push-to-talk, which I'm kind of happy about, which completed my impression. Which the communications part of the tanker stuff took a while to find, but. And the throat mic would be connected here, and the throat mic would be around your neck. At an event coming up, or at some point, I'll probably put everything on and have my friend take a picture of us or in the video and show it off. Show both of us wearing it. And I did go over these. You have your musette and your lightweight gas mask for all your personal stuff, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. The next video will probably be about the pocket items I would have in my pockets in the jacket, my pants, maybe my pants and my wool shirt, and show you what I would carry on me. Not everyone has to carry the same thing because each person was different and not everyone had the same things I had. So maybe some people, but not everyone. So please don't copy what I have. It's just ideas of what to carry for like pocket items and pocket litter you could have in your pocket that you technically should use for, well, what I mean to say is like, if you do pocket items in any of your impressions, actually use what will go in your pocket. Don't just put it in your pocket because, oh, I have it in my pocket, someone else will do it. So actually put things in the pocket you're going to use. Don't just use it for like display or something. Like, I know some reenactors who don't really do events, but they do YouTube like this, and they just display it or take pictures of it. But yeah, but hope you enjoyed the video, and like, comment, and subscribe. Share to your friends. Hope this helps to anyone who is trying to do like a tanker impression or whatever, and here are some ideas what you could have. The unit that I am in is the 26th Infantry Division, or the 26th Yankee Division, out of New England. And me and a couple friends who are in the unit have started to do a tanker impression because the 778th was with the YD during the war. So this is kind of our side impression with the unit that we wear sometimes at events. Well, depending on the event, but. And this is a late war kit to show it off. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in part 2 about pocket items and what I would carry on me to give you some good ideas. It'll probably be a short video too anyways, but I mean, that's pretty quick, so I'll probably make it after this one, after I put all this stuff away and just lay out the stuff I would have in my pockets and whatever. And then the third video, which I'll probably do tomorrow, which would be what I carry in here, what I put in here, and some extra stuff I would have with me that I would need as a tanker or vehicle personnel crewman. And what my impression is, our group, we have a M20 armored car, and we do a armored car impression out of a, I know it's not called a greyhound because the greyhound has the turret on it, but it's basically the same vehicle if you know what I'm talking about. But it just has the machine gun on the top, the 50. And there's another surprise I will post in the next event, which you'll see, which helps us also do recon, because we also portray a recon, like first recon for the 778th. And if you know what I'm talking about, you probably know what vehicle I own. So yes. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. And I'll see you in the next one.